Hello everyone, Godless here. It's been a while that I never ever shared any of my setups. Until now, which is the current patch is Dragonhold. This is today 8 March, which means that 2 days left for Harrowstorm DLC on the consoles. And they said that they're gonna bring a lot of stuff and all that, etc, etc. So here is my Warden tank for current patch and for the next patch as well, and I do hope that you will like it. And although this home belongs to my wife, and I hope that you will enjoy the view what you see, because she's lots creative, and I do like what she's done there. So first of all, I'm going to that portal first, then show you some stuff. I'm not gonna take it that long. That's the dummy that people that does DPS tests, and that's the outside. Well, she done great work. And about the other one, yeah, that looks amazing, babe. And about the other portal, which is here, that doesn't mean a showcase for the home right now, because I'm just giving you a quick tip, just quick look for it. But I will take a deep dive into this house on the next one, on the next video. So I'm just showing it quickly. Here's the crafting stations and all that, outfit station, transmute station, trees, a statue, and the crafting stations here, some gold that we had, and on the upstairs we got, okay, there's a mana stone. On the upstairs we got a little home and the dummy. In the inside there's nothing much. It's an empty place at the moment, a little bit crafting stations and all that, and that's it. So, go to entrance, go. About my Warden tank, the important thing is here that it is not one setup that I'm going to show as usual. Yeah, there's a couple of setups that you will see in this video, which is, I'm gonna start with the champion point quick. On the green one I have 10 warlord for cost of break free, 31 to bashing focus, 46 magic recovery, 56 stam recovery, 46 tenacity to get more resources back, 81 shadow ward, cost of block, 100 outborn, 100 blessed for more healing, a little bit more damage when I do light or heavy attack. Nothing here. And in here, Ironclad 78, 49 Hardy, 49 Elemental Defender, 48 Thick Skin, 10 Health Recovery, 36 Heavy Armor Focus. So those are the champion points. I am stage vampire for the whole time. The skill tree is 10, and I have the passives active. I will show you later. The Manda Stone is Atrona. I'm running Tri-Stat Food, the purple one, and I have 54 health, 10 stamina, 0 magicka. It depends actually how you play, yeah, but I don't need a lot of magic because I do have in here already 1k magic recovery, and I do have this blue Betty, which gave me a lot of magic back, yeah, and I don't need any more, and that's fine, I don't need it. That's the food that I'm running, max health, max magic and max stamina, and that's the potion that I'm running, 10k health and health recovery, 7.5k magic, 7.5k stamina and recovery to those. So when I do it, this, I have 1.147 magic recovery, so that's pretty fine, including that skill that gives me magic. So the only downside is it is taking a health from my pool and given to my magicka instead. So I don't really need much magic on attribute points. About the gear that I run, which is constant and never change, the main hand on the front bar, I do have Axe of Alkosh and the shield. You can run sword if you want a little bit more damage, a little bit more healing to your skills, yeah. It is gonna give you a little bit more damage, but I don't think that's really necessary to have that difference. So Axe is giving a little bit bleed to enemy and all that, so I will have damage over time on the boss. I have Crusher reduce the target physical and spell instances with the infused trait. As you know, Alkosh is reducing the physical and spell instances by 3k for 10 seconds when you use a synergy. And there's a shield with reinforced with Hakeijo glyph on it. It is completely up to you what trait that you run, but I do like reinforced to get a little bit more armor, you know. That's because Warden is kinda weak compared to Dragon Knight tank, so I do prefer reinforced parts. About the back bar, I have infused with the Crusher enhancement again. You can change that one to weakening one, so you can reduce the weapon damage of the boss when you light attack on the front bar if you want to, yeah. But our healers is running that, so I don't really need to worry about that. So I'm always giving Crusher to the boss, and my guild is giving the weakening to the bosses completely. So this is kind of team composition that you have, what you're gonna run. This is completely up to you if you want it. If you're running Pagel a lot and all that stuff, or with the different guilds, you can just put weakening glyph on the front bar and the Crusher glyph on the back bar. So it is reducing the spell and physical resistances by 2.1k for 5 seconds each time you light attack or heavy attack. And helmet and shoulder is blood spawn. I run 7 heavy, you can run 5 heavy, 1 medium and 1 light armor if you like to. It is infused with the Hakeijo. I run Hakeijo on all and Stardy on the 5 piece except helmet and shoulder. Except helmet, I have infused on the helmet. Blood spawn gives you ultimate when you have damage on you. When you get a damage on you, 6% chance to generate 14 ultimate and gives you a physical and spell resistances for 6 seconds, and it has a cooldown of 6 seconds as well. The second part that I can show you is jewelry. You can run harmony trait if you like to, but I believe my health, magic and stamina is pretty okay to not to do it. So I like to have kinda 2.5k more stamina instead of a little bit more health and magicka from instead all of them. So I do like stamina because I'm running a magicka version of this thingy here, so I'm not running the stamina version. If I change my glyphs to harmony, I will probably use the stamina version of this skill and I'm gonna suffer a little bit magicka, and I do need to use that spell symmetry each time when I need magic. So I'm just using it when I really run out of magicka, then that's fine for most of the cases. So there's a 3 robust with the reduced cost of block. You can use reduced cooldown of the potion As you know, the potion has 45-second cooldown, so each time when you have potion glyph on your jewelry, it will reduce 5 seconds without infused trait on your jewelry. So it is completely up to you. If you run 3 of them with the robust or harmony, you can use your potion every 30 seconds and you can still sustain. It really depends on the person, that how they gonna play. Yeah, this is how I play for years by now, and if you like, you can just try that or give it a try as well. I don't have any sustain problem, like, I mean, literally I don't have any sustain problem. I ask for the synergies just to proc Alkosh and that's it. I don't have any problem. And about the other set, 5-piece set, chest, waist, hand, leg and feet, I have Stardy with the Akejo. That's Eben gives 1k to me and to other 11 group members, so it is good to have. Or if you have a healer in your team, you can run you can run Yolnakrin, gives 1.2k health, 5% less damage, 1000 stamina, 1.2k health, and when you taunt an enemy, you give yourself and 11 other group members minor courage for 15 seconds, increasing your weapon and spell damage by 129. This effect has a cooldown of 8 seconds. So each time you taunt, you kinda giving a buff to the team for 15 seconds. So since you are tank, you keep taunting something the whole time. So Yolnakrin is good to have. Unfortunately, I still have bad traits like well fitted and all that, infused and reinforced, and I do have health on the glyphs, but as you can see, there is not much change on my attributes still. I do have 1 more k health. My stamina and magicka is still in a good shape, including my resistances as well, without blood spawn. So when I have blood spawn, I have like 30k physical and spell resistances, so that's pretty fine to have and play with it. You will not have any problem. Still, even though shit traits that you have, just make it golden, get the armor buff, yeah, completely, because it is giving like 2.7k more armor when you make it gold. So it is good buff set to have as a tank. Or if you're really curious and saying that, oh no, I can't get Yolnakrin and my healer is running Eben, you can run Torg's Pact. Here I have All-Star and Hakejo. It is giving you spell damage, health, armor, and decreased weapon enhancement cooldown and increase non-oblivion damage enhancement potency by 30%. So it is just giving a weapon cooldown so you can proc different things and all that stuff, and it is constant buff on the tank and all that stuff. On the boss, not on the tank, on the boss. Those are the gears that I have. You can run Plague Doctor and all that stuff if you like to, but I don't think that's really necessary anymore. You don't need Plague Doctor at all. I'm just having it. That's because it's there. I don't want to deconstruct it at the moment. Those are the sets that I run. About the skills, what I have. On my front bar, I have Heroic Slash from one hand and Shield. You can read those skills, like it is giving a reducing the damage done and giving you ultimate. On the second one, I have Polar Wind from Winter Embrace to heal myself 12k and additional 1.4k health every how many seconds again? Every 1 second for 5 seconds. So I have Polar Wind I have Blue Betty to get Magicka back and giving a weapon and spell damage a little bit more from Animal Companion, and having that skill in there is giving me magic and stamina recovery 12% more. And the fourth skill is Shimmering Shield, absorbing up to 60k damage from 3 projectiles, which is crazy, but the skill lasts for 6 seconds. I'm running Shimmering Shield because it gave you ultimate back when you got a projectile on you. And the last but not least is Pierce Armor to taunt the boss, reduce the physical and spell resistances of the boss by 5k. And the last skill that I have on front, just how to say, emergency skill, is Healing Ticket ultimate, that healing 6k health, and even though if they leave the area, they will get healed by 2k every 1 second for 4 seconds. So that's a good to have. On the back bar I have Warhorn ulti. The other skill that I have is Ice Fortress, giving me physical and spell resistances for 24 seconds and up to 6 people, so me and 5 more people that getting the buff, but only me is getting the minor protection, reducing my own damage taken by 8% for 24 seconds, so this is good. A little bit more damage mitigation will be nice for yourself to run that way. So what I'm trying to say in here is you can run spell symmetry in this way, not the other morph to get resistance. Yeah, you don't need to kill your health just to get that buff. You getting it anyways with better version of the spell equilibrium, and you not doing it just to yourself, to the team as well. For example, you can split the team on the Qiuvox fourth boss on the triplets. Let the Warden healer go to the right side, Warden tank go to left, and they both can give the same buff resistances to each side this way. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't need to run the other morph of the equilibrium from the Mage's Guild. That's what I'm trying to say. Other skill is Blockade of Storms to make off balance for 7 seconds to the team, to the boss, so they will get off balance buff and they will make more damage. And that's the first skill, how it looks like, if you are wondering. That's how it looks, giving you icy transparent arms and all this shit, which is cool, amazing to have. Yeah. The third skill is Leeching Vines. Leeching Vines has a duration of 10 seconds. It heals the target for 1.2k health each time they take damage, and this effect can occur once every 1 second. The vine apply minor lifesteal to enemies that damage the target for 10 seconds, healing you and your allies for 726 health every 1 second when damaging the enemy. So it looks like that vine, it looks like this, which is cool. So you can give this buff to someone else as well, but if they don't take damage, you will not get the buff that mentions on the skill. So it will not apply minor lifesteal to the boss. So what you do is, for example, when you pull the boss, you need to turn away from the group, put the buff, turn back to boss. When you get damage, you apply the minor lifesteal to the boss that you are tanking with, So each time the DPS from here, when they attack to the boss, they will get minor lifesteal as well. This is not that bad buff. So it is like first siphon from restoration skill line, which I don't have. God damn. Well, I never needed to have restoration stuff on my tank, so by now. Sorry. So it is just applying the minor lifesteal. The other skill is spell symmetry, reducing the health by 5.1k and giving you 3000 magic. After the exchange is complete, the cost of your next magic ability is reduced by 33% for 5-second validity. So it has a 5-second validity when I run that skill. So if I use this one and use the polar wind, my magicka is, as you see, goes to 83%. But without this one, for example, when I do it, it goes to 75. So that makes sense to run spell symmetry instead of the other one. As you see, 75% it drops. So when I do this one and go 100, when I do it, it goes 83. So I have 8% just because of this skill, so this is a good sustain for your tank. That's from Mage's Guild spell symmetry. You can see it in here. Just get those passives as well. Reduce magic and health cost of your Mage's Guild abilities by 15%. So when you have it, it also reduces the cost of the health that spell symmetry reducing from your health pool, which will help you about 15% to be exact. The other skill is Inner Rage. It's a range taunt, giving a little bit magic damage and taunting them to attack you for 15 seconds, basically taking the aggro of the thing that what you aimed at. And there is a synergy that people can run when you use it, dealing 4k magic damage to them over 3 seconds and additional 4.3k magic damage to them and other nearby enemies as well. That's a nice one to have. And there is a Warhorn as ultimate, as I mentioned, giving you and to your teammates for up to 12 people 15% crit damage for 9 seconds at the moment, because this is 3 level, sorry, and it is giving you 10 second crit damage basically by 15% and giving you max magic and max stamina. About the passives, by now I have Argonian, increasing healing done, max out disease resistances and max magic, and when I drink potion I get 4k health, magic and stamina extra. And the other passive that you need to run is medicinal use from alchemy, assault, as you see, Warhorn, sport. You can run barrier if you want to on the front bar instead of healing ticket, but I do like healing instead of barrier, so I don't need really magic recovery from here to get it. You know, I don't need it, so I just keep it as it is. I prefer healing ticket to use. There is a passives of Undaunted that you need to get. Mage's Guild passives, Fighter's Guild passives is not really necessary, but the Vampire passives, as you see, reduce damage taken, etc, etc, you know, like health recovery. And I have Heavy Armor passives, I have Destruction skill line passives, One Hand and Shield passive skills, Winter Embrace, Green Balance and Animal Companion. They are like giving you a little bit more health and all that stuff, giving you magic, reduced cost and more damage, healing done, maximum health, as you see 37.7, but when I do a skill it is my health goes to 40.4k. so basically when I do all those shits like this, I have 7.1k magic, 40.4k health, 22k maximum stamina, 28k spell resistance, 30k physical resistance, and this is without blood spawn buff on you. So those are the buffs that you can achieve with your Warden, which is pretty nice to have, and you will be pretty fine with those stats. Other than this, I don't think I forgot anything. I show you skills, champion points, my attributes, my mana stone, my vampire level, my sets, my potion, and the food. And this is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and run the Warden tank, which is, this one is obviously, as you see, this is magical based tank. This is not a stamina version. Like, this is not exactly a stamina tank. This is a magica. So I do hope that you will like this way of tanking. Thanks for the views, likes, and all that stuff. If you watch and like the video, just give the thumbs up. And there's another thing that I can show you. Me and my wife is running a guild with 96 player by now, and this is called Flagship. I also made a video about this, so if you wanna join and if you are on PlayStation 4 EU server, you can just hit me up with the same username as you see on my YouTube channel, and we will see and talk in there. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun. See you on the next video. Bye bye. Peace.